Hi everybody, welcome back to my kitchen, to Brelsford Family Homestead. I'm Darcy. Today we're going to make some herb salt, but first we've got to head out to the garden and pick some herbs. Let's go. Here in this kind of jungle mess is my rosemary. There is some flowers in here that probably shouldn't have been planted in here, but it looks pretty. So I'm going to first cut some of this rosemary. I have not been able to overwinter this, so I am going to be harvesting all of this before the first frost, which is in like 90 some days. I'm not ready. This is probably the biggest rosemary that I've ever grown. It's done really well, so I guess it didn't really care that I planted these flowers in here. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this one too, just because I can put it in the dehydrator if it's more than what I want for my salt. And it still has some time to grow. This cucumber's getting me. What is your favorite herb? You could do this salt with whatever your favorite herb is. It doesn't have to be rosemary. I love thyme, so we're gonna grab some of that next. Okay, we're gonna just grab some of this thyme real quick. Oh, it smells so good. All right, we've got a whole lot of rosemary and some thyme. Let's go make our herb salt. I'm gonna go ahead and remove all of the leaves from these stems, just sliding my finger down this thyme, if you can see, like that, pull them off. And with the rosemary, I'm just going to take off the harder woody stems, so just kind of pinch off these, and we'll use all of that. I'll get this done and then I'll come back. Wanted to give you a closer view of removing the leaves from this. It's easiest if you go the opposite way that they're growing. See how that comes right off? Same with the thyme. Comes right off, just go the opposite way that it's growing. All right, I've got the rosemary and the thyme all ready to go. The rest of it, I may make another batch or I will hang it up to dry. I have a hanging drying rack that I love. I'll put a video for that up here, but it's full right now. So I have dehydrators too, we'll just see. But I have a half a cup of rosemary and a third of a cup of the thyme leaves. You can do this in any amount that you want, but you want like a 4-to-1 ratio, 4 parts salt to 1 part herbs. So what I'm going to do is put 2 parts of the salt with the herbs in the blender. You could use a food processor too. And then once it's done, I will put the other 2 parts of salt, just so there's still some more texture to the salt. I don't want it to be like too powdery. So we'll do the thyme first. And I'll have to wash this off between uses since it's pretty strong smelling. It smells so good in here. This particular salt that I'm using is pink Himalayan salt, and it's already ground pretty fine, so that's why I don't want to put it all in and have it be powdery. All right, we're just going to blend this all up until it's all incorporated. Let's check it out. That smells so good. Just gonna give it one more whirl. It smells so good. I'll show you this up close, but I'm going to pour this all out onto a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper. Before I mix it, with these other two parts. I'll bring it up so you can see it closer. Here's what we just blended. You can see the little bits of thyme in there. It smells so good. Next up, the rosemary. I've got a half a cup of the leaves. So we're gonna add 1 cup of sugar. Sugar? No, salt. And then we'll add the other cup after we blend this. Looks pretty good. If you do wash your blender out between uses, make sure you dry it really well just to not incorporate any more moisture into the salt. You can just wipe it out really well. I'm thinking that these would make really good gifts. I mean, this is only July, but you know, Christmas in July. Thinking ahead to December, that I know a few people that would like some of this salt. So that would be the time to do it. You have an abundance of fresh herbs maybe in the garden, or maybe somebody blessed you with some. Be a great time to get ahead on your gift giving. I'm just gonna mix these up really well and then spread them out on this cookie sheet so that it can dry. I'm gonna just leave this here for a couple of hours just so any moisture from the herbs would dissipate, and then we'll package them up. Quick tip I just thought of is write on your paper what herb it is so that you don't forget, just in case your smeller's not working too good. I've got the rosemary salt all packaged up, so I wanted to give you a look at that. Here's a closer look of how I packaged them. I'm really loving the idea of giving this as a gift in a salt shaker, but for my own use, I love using mason jars. So if I need to, I can take a pinch out with my fingers or use any size measuring spoon. And then another repurposed little jar. I think those will make great gifts. What do you think? But I love this repurpose of these containers for gift giving. I don't know if I'm weird or I'm the only one who has random salt shakers in their pantry that maybe don't even have a match. So if you do, this would be a great use for them, or even go to a thrift store and pick some up. This would be a great way to package these as a gift. I'm also repurposing I think this is a little syrup thing that somebody gave me from Cracker Barrel, blueberry syrup or something. But just a great size to give to somebody to use. I love making my own herb blends and even my own herb salts. You know exactly what's in them. There's no extra additives. And what a great way to make use of your garden herbs or herbs that you have sourced other places. There's nothing better than that fresh. And this will last a long time. It's in salt. You can just keep it in your pantry. You don't have to refrigerate it or anything. So I hope you make this. Let me know if you do in the comments below and what your favorite herb to try is. You could use anything. Thanks for watching. Until next time, God bless.